Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm trying to leave the audio, not the, wait,
Yeah, Gail, you need to mute yourself.
yeah. Which one is that again? I'm so sorry.
It's the
On the left, I
person on
see
the
it.
left. Yeah, there you go. Good job. I'm just gonna wait. We're waiting for 2 more people. Okay, I'll just let you guys sit and enjoy this music a moment until we start. Hi, Doreen. Doreen, I just need you to click on your mute button, please.
Yeah, I'm familiar with this. I'll turn everything off and enjoy it, but I just wanted to wave hello to you and say good morning.
Thank you. Good morning, lovely. Good to see you.
Thank
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Oh,
We're waiting just for 1 more. Okay, I'm gonna start. We are waiting for 1 more, but I'm gonna get started because I have a lot I want to share. Hold on one second. I'm going to film this and put this also on YouTube so that you will be able to go back to it. But I have to set up my phone because I think my phone gives a better video than what we get on Zoom. Okay. So good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me on this kind of cloudy and rainy morning. It is spring. We're in full spring. If you've been able to get out and see the beautiful trees, this is my favorite time to look at. Actually, I can't say it's my favorite time. It's one of my favorite times to look at the trees and all the beautiful flowers. Spring in Qigong represents the wood element. So each season is an element, and we are in the season of spring, the season of wood. And we're going to be taking a deeper look at the spiraling nature of wood. And as you know, each organ of the 5 major organs all have an emotion and a virtue. And today we're going to be looking at the liver, which is on your right-hand side, right? And the way in which it's shaped is if you take your hand right here at the rib cage and you open up your fingers and then you close your fingers going in towards the belly button, that is the shape of the liver. Now, the liver is associated with kindness. That's its virtue, is kindness. And it instills in us and beckons for us to look at the qualities of compassion and forgiveness, because its emotion is anger. And what is the direct way to soothe and heal anger? It's through compassion and forgiveness. So if you're not following me on Inner Roots Qigong on Instagram, if you do Instagram, I invite you to follow me on Inner Roots, and Roots is spelled R-U-T-Z, Qigong, Q-I-G-O-N-G, because I almost on a daily basis give you a lot of knowledge, which I love to do, and I put forth a lot of knowledge there, and you'll see some really interesting images of portraying elements of forgiveness, portraying elements of the wood, the spiraling energies that we can find in Qigong. And right now, with this season of spring, there's an animal associated with it, and it is the dragon. And you have to think of the Chinese dragon. The Chinese dragon swirls, right? It has this type of movement. In fact, I'll hold up a picture for you. You can see here's a Chinese dragon, and you can see the spiraling effect of the Chinese dragon. It helps us to be resilient. It helps us to be flexible and to be strong. Those are the qualities that the dragon, the positive qualities of the dragon. We know dragons to be angry and fierce, right? But on the opposite side, because we're working in a duality, we're working in a 2-pole system, the yin and the yang, is its flexibility, its resiliency, and its strength. In the Orient, it also represents supernatural power, wisdom, and hidden knowledge, which is one of the things that I love tremendously, is hidden knowledge. And that's why I'm going to take you in right now, and I'm going to go into the elements of the creation story for Taoism. Hopefully everybody can see this. Yeah. Let me pull this back just a touch. So as you know, we're always talking about the inner alchemy, right? And how the inner alchemy is associated with the macrocosm and the microcosm. The macro being on the expansive and the micro being on the quantum level, the very, 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 very small level, below cellular level, atomic level. The creation story actually speaks to both the macro and the micro. In the beginning, there is what's called Wuji. Wuji, you have to think of it as infinite possibilities of space. You can also think of it as a single dot, right? Just a single dot. For our purposes, we're going to look at it as a full circle. And what happened, because the Taoists believe as with time, with absolute stillness, at some point in time, it's going to start to stir. And that stir, I've taken it down to the single point again from the circle. As it begins to stir, we start to see the spiral. We start to see the beginning formations of the Tai Chi. The Tai Chi meaning the yin yang. As it starts to expand and expand and expand and expand, it gets to a point where it's such critical mass that it explodes into two. And it explodes into our yang and our yin. So here we go from a unity consciousness into our two poles, our positive, our negative, our masculine, our feminine. We've gone from the single, stirred it up, boom, hit the two polarities. As that starts to expand and expand and expand, you have the expansion concept, and then you have the contraction, because those two elements, as they expand, they ultimately will come back together and they contract in together, and that's what forms the yin yang. They collide. The two break into two, and then they come together and they create one. And when that fusion happens between the male and the female, the physical, the electrical, and the magnetic, you get what's creating Qi. And just like nuclear fusion, you have that same element of contraction and expansion. And from nuclear fusion, it blows up to create energy. Now, what is Qi? Qi is life force energy. The same thing happens in mitosis when you have the sperm penetrating the egg and you get a stirring effect between the chromosomes until they unite. So we're talking macrocosm and microcosm. Now, some of these concepts might feel out there. But the reason that I want you to start to think of it is because I want you to start to think of spirals. And in the next week, if you happen to go outside or even around your home, I want you to look for spirals, because shapes speak. And if we can start to notice these spirals, we can start to tap into deeper knowledge that exists in us from a cellular perspective. It's very, very deep, and it becomes an awakening. It becomes an awakening of knowledge that you have inside you. And I'm going to assume the fact that you all are here with me today means that you are waking up to something that you have already inside yourselves. I just want to use this as an example, all right? So if we envision this as Wuji, okay, and then we start to see it to start to swirl and spin and swirl, and it keeps going and it keeps going, and what do we get? We start to get the polarity. We start to get the two, the yin and the yang. And then as this starts to expand and expand and expand, and then it pops back together, what do we get? We get the three forces. I'm not sure if this is showing up very well. Hold on. Can you see the three forces? I got to make a hole in this middle one, right? Those three forces, sorry guys, this isn't turning out quite as I had hoped, but you get the idea. You've got the electric, the magnetic, and in the middle they join and they create the union. You have the upper dantian, the middle dantian, and the lower dantian, right? The electricity, the magnetism, and then the joining of the two in the heart center. Okay? All right, so with all of that being said, I'm going to start. I invite you guys, let me move some things here. Now we know that trees spiral, right? We can see it as we bisect a tree trunk. Also, when the branches, they spiral as well. I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to this one more time. When we start to break it up into its duality, okay, you see the figure 8, right? What have I said before? The more figure 8s that we can create in our auric field, in our biofield, the stronger it becomes. I want you to look at also not just the figure 8, but the invitation around the figure 8. What is the invitation around the figure 8? It's a circle still, right? It's still there. You can envision it's still there. We're still working in our sphere, in our own little biosphere, right? So as we start to do these movements, start to think about how they're forming the Tai Chi, how they're forming the yin and yang symbol. Because we're reenacting in all of our movements, we are reenacting the formation of the Tai Chi, the formation of the yin and yang, so that we can harness that natural energy that exists for us. All right, here we go. I'm gonna step back. And I invite everybody to stand up. If you're not standing already. And let's go into our Wuji posture, right? Our Wuji posture, our feet are shoulder width apart. Let's step back a little bit more. Our feet are shoulder width apart. Our shoulders are down. Our hands and palms are facing up. And soften the knees, soften the chest. Envision a line of energy going up and down. And open up your toes. Sink the weight into your heels. Sink the weight into the center part of your feet. And envision those threads going straight down through your feet, penetrating through the earth and going down, down, down into the earth. And with a nice deep breath, let's breathe in and out. Soften the chest. And as we breathe in, the belly goes out. Breathe in. And exhale, the belly goes back towards the spine. Breathe in. And out. Good. A couple more times. Breathe in. Softening the chest. And breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Relax the arms to the side and let's just start to twist. Let's wake up that natural spiral. We've gone from the Wu Ji and now we're going to spiral. We're going to stir the energy. Letting the arm hit across the lower abdomen and the lower back against the door of life and our lower dantian. And the head follows the movement. Keep breathing. And as you exhale, I want you to breathe out through the mouth. We're waking up that spine. We're waking up that internal dragon that lives at the base of the spine. Good. Keep going. We want to warm up the lower dantian. That's our furnace of energy. This is where we're going to store all this great qi that we're building up. Excellent. And slow it down. Good. And let's just start tapping. About 2 inches below your belly button. Tap, 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 tap. Good. And take it up onto your right hand side and say, hello, liver. Smile at your liver. And take it across to the gallbladder, the spleen, the stomach, and back down to the bladder. Good. And let's take it around to the back. You can make an okay sign with your hands. Make an okay sign and just tap. You can tap on the kidneys and take it down to the sacrum, to the door of life, and back up to the kidneys. Back up to the kidneys. Good. Excellent. And let's just take it right here on the sternum. Good. Tap. And as we're exhaling, breathe in and exhale. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Excellent. Now I want you to tap on your elbows. You're going to tap on the top part of your elbow. This is where lots of stagnation happens, is right in those joints. Good. And open the arm and tap on the inside of the elbow. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Excellent. Change sides. Outside of the elbow. And the inside. Excellent. Now we're going to take that down and we're going to tap on the outside of the hips. Let's just take it down the gallbladder meridian on the sides of the legs. And we're going to stop right on the outside of the knees. Excellent. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. So a happy liver is a resilient liver. Just keep tapping here. This is a really good place to cleanse the blood. A little bit in towards the center of the leg. That's it. And let it go. Drop it. Good. Underneath the armpit. Let's tap under the armpit. And just slap down to the hip 3 times. 2 and 3. This is a great place if you're ever feeling a little down or depressed. This is a great meridian line to bring you back to yourself. Excellent. Okay, shake that out. Good. All right. Speaking of shake, let's just keep shaking. That's it. Soften the knees. Let it go. Soften the shoulders. And smile. And keep smiling. Excellent. Keep smiling. And keep shaking. Go ahead. You can shake fast. You can shake slow. You can keep shaking. All right. My video has stopped for some reason. I'm not sure. Just keep shaking. Keep shaking. There we go. Excellent. And stop. Notice how you feel. Notice that swirling, tingling, spiraling sensation. That's your chi energy. That's your unique expression. Notice where it goes. Don't try and control it. It knows where to go. And just see, just sense. A big part of Qigong is learning how to feel the subtle sensations that exist within the body as well as around the body. The more we start to sense what's happening on the inside, we start to sense more of what's happening on the outside. Beautiful. Excellent. All right, let me take a step back here. With our hands in Wuji again, we're going to take our hands up and we're going to draw up slowly the magnetic energy, and we're going to swirl it and collect all that heavenly energy and bring it together. Draw behind the head, down the throat, massage the throat. Good. You see that? Just massage the throat. The back of the hands come down the central line. And then you want to take it around the back, massage down the kidney line, up and down, right on the kidneys. Excellent. And now take it down the outside of the legs, around the feet, and pull it up through the center line. Good. And massage the belly. Say hello, belly. Good. Again, draw it up. Pull, 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 pull that magnetic energy. Swirl it. Collect the electric energy. Bring it together. Draw it down the back. Massage. Down the front. Feel that nice, soothing, nurturing sensation in the kidneys. It's very soothing. It's very nurturing. And draw it down, down, and around. And swirl. And spiral. Stir it up. Good. Again, draw it up. Scoop, collect it, bring it down. Excellent. On the back. Excellent. Very good. And to Wuji and open the arms. One hand is going to face up, and the other hand is going to face, it's going to twist down and face up so that you're in opposition. And with that, we're going to bend the knees and twist the other side. And twist. Your hand can look, your head's going to look to the hand that's open upward. Good. And you can move those knees. We're waking up the middle part of the spine. You can almost envision competing dragons flying through the air. Good. We're also opening up the fascia lines in the arms. Nothing in Qigong is supposed to be painful. You might feel a little tension, and that's good, but never painful. If you're feeling any kind of sensation, pull back a little bit, but feel the tension. We're opening up those lines of fascia. These lines of fascia are lines that we often keep in restricted positions because of you're sitting with a book, reading or cooking, or of course at a computer, it's all restricted. These are lines that we're opening up. So there's going to be sensations of tension. Keep going. Keep going. Send the energy down, down, down. Any kind of pain, uncomfortable tension, just send it down through the body into the feet. Good. And let's lower the arms, let it drop. Notice how the shoulders and the arms and the fingertips feel. They're alive. They're awake, alive. Good. With that, let's draw our hands down to our knees. Put our tailbone back. Good. And we're going to twist and look over one shoulder. And twist again. Good. We're going to do this a few times. Twist, waking up that spine. Spiraling that energy, stirring it up. The liver's job is to make blood flow smoothly. This helps free up any blocks that you might have in the spine, especially on the lateral part of the spine, which is where a lot of tension gets built up, is on the lateral part. Good. Now with both hands on the knees, I want you to start to move from side to side, opening up the inside of the thighs. This is a very important movement in martial arts. And now keeping that head and back flat, like your hair is seaweed, just let it flow from side to side. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can put your arms out in front of you. Letting your arms be like seaweed in the water, moving with the tides. This is a dynamic type of relaxation. It's a key principle in Qigong. It's dynamic relaxation. Good. And let's bring it back to center. Roll those shoulders. Good. Let's take it over. Drop it forward and just let it hang. Waking up the back of the legs from the tailbone all the way down the back side of the lines of the legs into the heels. And just let yourself hang here for a moment. Breathing out. And when you're ready, bend the knees and draw it up. Coming back to your feet, parallel position. Your legs are right underneath your shoulder line. Good. Let's go into Wuji posture. Back to our center. Now we're going to move into a movement called Buddha holds up the heavens. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be drawing up the magnetic energy, draw it up, rotate it, the hands twist and look up. And as we do this, the knees are going to bend. Good. And come back, draw it down, and straighten the knees. Good. Now we're going to try and synchronize it all together. So breath in. and breath out. This, I want you to have your mouth closed. Put the tongue on the roof of your mouth like I've taught you. Good. Keep going. Breath in. And rotate at the top right here. Hold it. And then exhale. I'm keeping my mouth open just so you can hear it. Hold it. And breath in. Up. And exhale. Pushing it all through the entire central system. Breath in. And bend those knees, push up the heavens, hold up the heavens, and then pull the heavens down through the body, through the central line. Keep going. Breath in. Stillness of breath leads to stillness of the mind. We're opening up the lung meridian as we do this too. Bend the knees and exhale. We're nourishing that wood element. One more time. We're balancing the emotions and we're cultivating forgiveness and kindness and compassion. Beautiful. Now with this, I want you to take up both arms, leave one arm up and drop the other arm and face it down. Do you see what shape we've made right here? Do you see the S curve? Good. Bring it all in, contract it, expand it. What does this S curve remind you of? Yes, the Tai Chi, the S and the Tai Chi. You starting to understand the principles here? Contract, expand. Recreating those principles of creation. Recreating the Tai Chi form. Beautiful. And as you bring it in, it softens. As you expand, push, 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 and soften. Expand and soften. Really beautiful. Excellent. Now let's bring it back down to Wuji posture. And we're going to twist the torso. We're going to push one hand forward and the other hand's going back. And bring it in and twist. And in and twist. Soften, straighten the legs, bring it in and straighten. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Absorb, release. Absorb, release. Couple more. Beautiful, and bring it back to center. Good. Here we're going to take our arms up. With this, we're going to drop the elbows down, lift the chest, and contract. Breath in, look up, and exhale. Inhale. It's called spreading our wings. Open your wings, let yourself fly. And release. Again. And release. Open. And release. And here, let's just open, pull it back down to Wuji. From here, we're going to go to a tree pose. We're going to twist the torso. We're going to draw the energy up the central line, bring it around, open it up. Good. This is the gallbladder line. We're going to twist, draw the energy up, and exhale. Inhale. Hold it, and exhale. I'm keeping my mouth open. You close your mouth. Again. Beautiful. With that, I want you to bring your hands into prayer position. And we're just going to take it up to the third eye and drop it down. As we drop into a position of humility, and we bring it back to the heart. Our feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width apart here. And we're going to lunge to one side and we're going to push the elbows out. We're going to start to build up into a movement called the swimming dragon. And now let's switch to the other side and turn the head. The eyes play a very important role with the liver. The eyes and the liver meridian are directly connected. Good. And again. Now, let's start to swim. I want you to lift that elbow and let's swim. Up the other side and down. And up. What are we forming? It's that figure 8. Waking up the sides of the spine. Beautiful. Keep it going. One side, it's not a race. Take your time. One side to the other. We're waking the dragon. This is waking our left and right parts of our brain. This improves our coordination. Notice the power and the energy in your legs. The flexibility it's creating in your torso. Now let's swim the dragon down. Bend those knees even more. Swim the dragon down into the water and bring it up. And it starts to burst through the water and fly and soar through the air. And all the way up, plug it right into the heavens, stretch And bring it back down into the heart center. Hands looking straight over the fingertips. Good. Let's try that again. That feels so good. Let's slowly start to swim it. Elbows up. You can start to feel the rotation in the hips. Not only is there a figure 8 going on in the hands, but also in the hips. Beautiful. Keep it going. Dive it down. Here we go. And bring it up. And plug it in and bring it back down. Again, putting those thumbs right into the sternum and looking straight over the fingertips to the position of humility. Good. Let's drop our hands down to Wu Ji with our palms facing down. We're going to move over and bring it up. And down. And up. This is called Moon over the Lake. Creating our moon over the stillness of the lake. Feel the fingertips as if you're touching water ever so delicately and you're creating ripples. Good. Soften. Let's go the other way. Soften. And over. Allow the nerve endings on the tips of your fingers to feel the caress of the water. Take it up and just feel the caress of the water. Beautiful. One more time. Excellent. And into Wu Ji. Let's draw it up and down. Draw it up and down. We're opening the flow. Also known as baby bird. It's so soft and so delicate. Good. One more. Good. Let's expand this flow. Draw it up, bring it in, push it away, open it up, and bring it back down. Draw it up, let it go, expand, and chi rises, let it go. Collect it, bring it in, and disperse. Chi rises, let it go. Expand, bring it to yourself and share. See if there's any jumps or bumps. Soften the movement. If you feel jumps or bumps or quivers or shakes, that's just where we're holding on to unnecessary tension. Let it go. Expand. Good. Excellent. And with that, let's go back to Wu Ji. Perfect. Here we're going to just notice Notice how we're feeling. Feet are shoulder width apart again. And I want you to draw your hands up, palm facing palm. And I want you to pulse on the energy 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Open it up. Let the elbows guide you. Let the elbows do the work. The fingertips are spread open. The fingertips are spread open to sense the chi. Now let's rotate it. Pulse 1, 2, 3. Building up that magnetic energy. Can you feel the force in your hands? Can you feel that heavy pull and draw? If you can't, don't worry about it. It's there, even if you haven't created yet the sensibility to notice it. You keep doing it, the more you will feel it. Beautiful. Excellent. And let's pull that into our center. Hands down, and let's center. Fingertip, draw up. Bring it up to the top. Let's make an L with our hand so that this part of the hand is facing the forehead. So we've made an L, and draw that straight down the center line. Draw it up and bring it all home. Bring it home to the mind, to the heart, and to the body. And mind, heart, and body. Put your left hand on your belly, right below your belly button, and the right hand on top of that. The hands are interlocked, and just put your hands right on your lower dantian and smile. And we're going to store all that beautiful chi energy that we collected and we generated. And we're going to, like a pearl of energy, envision that threading right into the center of your lower abdomen to be called upon whenever you might need it, whenever you get scared, or whenever you feel sick, or whenever you get into an argument. It's going to pull from this reservoir of energy. Instead of pulling from other organs, it can pull from here. It keeps us healthy and strong, and our immune system in good shape. Good. With that, I invite you to sit down, get comfortable. You might want to put, if you have a laptop, you might want to put the laptop at above your head. I've heard that that makes the sound better when you're doing the sound portion. And we're going to sit down and we're going to do our chants right now. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. You can put your hands just on your knees, palms up, palms down. You can also go into a mudra. This is a mudra I like to use. It's for digestion. It's my 2 middle fingers. And take a nice deep breath in and hum. Again. Last one. Go ahead, take a reset breath, and we'll go into the chant. Last one. Nice. Now, have you prepared your body to receive the sound? So please lay back and relax and enjoy this sound bath. with one hand on the heart and one hand on the chest. Smile into your liver. Fill it with beautiful green, spring green, Irish green color. Saturate it with the beautiful green of spring. Welcome the kindness that resides there. Welcome the compassion. Welcome the kindness. May this feeling of peace and serenity stay with you and expand to all those that you meet and greet. You've started to learn some principles of sacred geometry. Pay attention and start to notice the spirals that exist. You've awakened the dragon. Ah. I thank you all for joining me. And well wishes to you all until we meet again. Namaste, Amitwafwa. I am in Qi. Qi is in me. Renzai Qigong. Qi Zai Renjong. Bye, everybody.